everybody, welcome to Current Events. We're going to be reading the Driftless Journal first today. On the front page is about a girl named Abby Thiessen, who is an emerging artist finding her niche during the pandemic. She graduated from Decorah High School a few years ago, and look how pretty she paints. And also about the NICC simulator to allow students to virtually experience a possible future construction career. So they've got this simulator that you wear special goggles, and it looks like you're driving different kinds of vehicles, which is pretty cool too. Very modern. Okay. There is a partially fossilized baby mammoth jaw. Say that 10 times fast. That was discovered in the 40s in Alameda County and is now housed at Luther College Geology Lab. That's old. Baby mammoth. Check that out. What else do we have? Maybe I should have my light on here. I don't know if it's going to make a difference. Let's see. We keep going. That's not really big news. They had their annual Irish St. Patrick's Day parade in Waukon last weekend, and here are some people on a float. Hopefully they've had their COVID vaccines. Let's see what else we've got. A lot of stuff that really isn't exactly news. Let's see. There's 2 new members who have joined Seed Savers Board of Directors. There's a new worship congregation called Prairie Lakes Church. And it is going to open a site in December in Decorah. It has campuses in Cedar Falls, New Hampton, Osage, Grinnell, Independence, and Fort Dodge. That's unusual for like a branch of church to just be opening up, so that'll be interesting. Let's see. We'll keep you posted on that one. Bunch of ads. Okay. We'll go for Echoes of the Past, because there haven't been many lately. 1921, 100 years ago. It's with much surprise we learn that the county superintendent of schools has resigned and will not be a candidate for re-election. The pay for the superintendent is $1,800 with 12 months of service, while over at Postville, the superintendent is paid $2,600 for 9 months. Not surprising why that person resigned. Costigan's Orchestra, that gang with a snap and pep and all the latest stuff, recently performed at Hogan's Hall here in town. That would have been fun to see. Basketball continues to be a live amusement among those who are interested in athletics. The Luther College team played a return game with St. Olaf, showing a reversal of form that was very gratifying. Nearby Waukon reports extensive paving plans for the coming year back in 1921. Sorry, my head's going off the screen here. Gotta turn the paper. Let's see. In other Alameda County news, it has been reported that a case was disposed of at Almaty County Court last week that had actually been on the docket for 20 years. This was reported in the newspaper's special column titled We and Our Neighbors. Wow. Okay. 1931, so 90 years ago, the Spillville Bohemian Concert Band of 14 members recently gave a program of bohemian music for more than 1 hour over the Ben Bear Company radio station, KGCA of Decorah. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Bargain fares are being offered on the Milwaukee Railroad to Chicago. Round-trip tickets are $4.90. Also from 90 years ago, owing to the low prices now prevailing on farm products, the Farmer's Restaurant on Washington Street in Decorah is reducing the price of meals to 35 cents. Awesome. Ed Ulen will soon be delivering milk and cream to any part of the city of Decorah for the Shady Lawn Dairy. Milk is 8 cents per quart, cream is 4 cents per pint, and whipping cream is 13 cents per pint. That's service. Okay. A crowd of estimated 4,000 people attended the auction sale near Kelmer last week of the Andrew Knutson estate. The sale totaled around $10,000. All right, and K.I. Haugen & Son of the Big Daylight store in Decorah will celebrate their 54th business anniversary this week. Fine discounts on all dry goods and ready-to-wear are being offered. The County Poor Farm, as it was called in the early 1900s, is pictured in this photograph. It's situated where Wellington Place now stands. There's the Poor Farm. I never knew where that was located. All right, that's going to be it for the Driftless Journal. We'll just get to the meteor public opinion. We've got exciting news. The Nordic Fest 2021 has been announced, and this year's theme is Skull Nordic Fest, the festival with a heart. It will take place from July 22nd to 24th, and we hope we'll be able to attend. They've also announced the Winneshiek County Beef Royalty, and here they are. Oops. We've got Shayla Smith, Winneshiek County Beef Queen, Natalie Holthouse, Little Miss Cowgirl, Miley Hageman, Little Miss Cowgirl, Allison Smith, Little Miss Cowgirl, and Brooks Courtney, Little Mr. Cowhand. All right. Maybe they'll get to come and see us, like, when we're open again for everyone. Luther College has been named to the National Register of Historic Places. Way to go, Luther College. That's exciting. Moving on to the next page. Luther had an annual giving day and raised $1.1 million for student needs. That's awesome. The city is considering buying a hybrid vehicle. That would probably save money. Let's see. Moving right along. Okay, we've got Decorah Middle School students have advanced to the Iowa State National History Day. Congratulations to them. That's awesome. Decorah Public Library has announced the launch of a cookbook book group, and they're meeting by Zoom. We have Margaret Baird of the Oneota Valley Interspirituality Center with a little religion article. Let's see what she has to say. Almost spring. How nice it was last week to get out and about in the sunshine and fresh air, while doing so, be able to ignore the many cautions and restrictions that winter so much likes to foist upon us here in Northeast Iowa. There was no need for me to bundle up to the point where I felt like a Goodyear blimp. No need was there, as I went walking, for me to continuously look down and pick my way through slick patches on the street or sidewalk that might very well cause me to go sprawling. No worries did I have about my car starting or not, of my needing to set the thermostats higher or not, of needing to run on errands, appointments, etc. with snow. While the current week finds us with the Ides of March having passed, though, and while once again daylight savings time is in place and spring is set to start on the 20th, considering the fact that area forecasts are predicting additional rounds of snow, I think of myself at this point in time as having, at the very best, made it only almost spring. For a good number of years, in fact, I've come to think of this stretch of time, this not fully winter, not fully spring period of yo-yoing outdoor temperatures, of weather charts looking like they're blueprints for a roller coaster ride of some sort, as being a teasin' season. And boy, do my stores of patience, perseverance, and other desirable traits run low right about now. This year, in addition to having to deal with what I think of as an ordinary no more than physical teasin' season, I find myself also having to deal with a psychical spiritual teasin' season that's tied to a prolonged winter that, having begun 12 months ago with the arrival of the coronavirus, has been compounded by other equally psyche and soul-searching events. How, pray, do I make my way through this way more mass-prolonged winter, taking into account, among other things, that the end is not yet clearly in sight? Considering that the past calendar year has been a horrendous one for many people, lucky are those for whom the year has been no more than a first-class stinker. I take time every now and again to heartily pat myself on the back for having so far come through the winter relatively intact and sane. And I remind myself to be thankful to the powers that be that is the case. Knowing that there have been times over the past calendar year that some of my all too human weaknesses got the better of me and led me to lose my cool, I try to forgive myself for not having conducted myself better on some occasions. And reminding myself that other people's lapses came about for much the same reasons mine did, I urge myself to, in the future, cut other people a whole lot more slack. That's a good idea. Not by any means forgetting that I need, day in and day out, to keep mind and soul in as good shape as possible. I do whatever I can to keep body hale and well-functioning these days, too. Following the dictates of common sense, like 'em or not, I accept and abide by current health-minded cautions and restrictions. I continue to wear my mask and practice social distancing and keep my own and other people's health at the forefront of my mind. And I most sincerely pray that other folk do the same. That was Margaret Baird from the Oneota Valley Community Center. Okay. Anything else today? Pressing to read. The Vesterheim main building and museum store is now open. That is great news. They've been closed for quite some time. Let's see. Obituaries, but none for us. Okay. The Stephan Scholarship is available to Winneshiek County 4-H and FFA. It is to remember, let's see, where are they? Irby and Geraldine Steffens. She was a resident here, and she was really a joy to be around. So it's great that they're having a scholarship for FFA because they were involved in that a lot. And I think that's going to be it for the paper today. We'll see you again next week for more current events. Thank you.